Hey there, Kirk Mitchie checking in about a topic that, quite frankly, everyone continues to talk about, and for good reason. That is artificial intelligence. But specifically, we've had questions come in, and I've been asked questions, podcasts, and things like that about how artificial intelligence is going to impact mergers and acquisitions. And probably more specifically, you know, whether it's going to either eliminate jobs, improve process. And I would say categorically, yes, it's going to improve process. There are a bunch of things that happen in mergers and acquisitions at the front end, like developing information from the databases about what valuations look like, who's an active buyer, where they are, how to contact. That's going through, dozens, hundreds, thousands across the world. So can AI be unleashed on coming up with better, more well-coalesced data for buyer universes? Absolutely. And the knock-on effect there is to the extent that there is published information about valuation, whether it be in the databases, whether it be screen scraping, or just querying through the search engines. AI is going to find more specific information that will be useful to your transaction advisors and then even your lawyers about, what you should expect for valuation, what kind of terms are happening, what people are seeing in LOIs, and I suspect the lawyers, those who use the Practicing Law Institute materials or other information about what is market, when it comes to escrow amounts, when it comes to sizes of deals where errors and omissions insurance is used, and a whole host of other things that constitute, what's normal to get to agreement between buyers and sellers at various sizes of transactions. You can probably imagine that if that information's out there and searchable, whether it's in a database or whether it's online, using artificial intelligence to get to that quicker will take a lot of the negative energy out of negotiating back and forth. And then the last place, or maybe, the next place I could see it being applied is the data rooms themselves. There's hundreds, if not thousands of documents that go up into a data room that need to be analyzed by a buyer and their team that you, the seller, is going to have to upload or have one of your people upload. And there's going to be an expectation around the legal agreements about whether they're executed correctly, meaning both sides have signed, whether they're up to date, whether they're out of date. There's going to be information in all of your agreements with suppliers and customers, maybe rights of first refusal. There might be things in there about confidentiality or non-disclosure or non-circumvention that need to be analyzed. So AI might actually save a lot of money on the legal side, because right now the law firms have to have their associates look through that, or some of the investment banks like, Candor Advisors actually do that too. But either way, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of human effort, but AI can be applied to look through and find those things. And we're in touch with, some really smart folks in the business who are developing software that does the same thing, and it's AI enabled. So if you think about coalescing through lots of information to make sure that you get to the right buyer that aligns with your why, and that your process goes smoothly, and you get the consideration that you've negotiated for, and that's all buttoned up as well as can possibly be done, but for the eventualities, well, AI is going to help with all of that. It's not a panacea. It's not going to solve for everything. And great M&A lawyers and great investment bankers are still going to need to be in there to make sure that the right deal gets done. But it should potentially shorten process. It should potentially clarify things, and it might drain some of the contentious energy around deals. And I can't see any of that being a negative. All right. Thanks for stopping by.